Okay, so this is the video on the non-parametric correlation, specifically the Spearman Rank correlation, which is really, really simple to run in SPSS. So I have here the bank data that, again, I entered this with bank being a string. I actually like to enter it that way. You're like, well, why wouldn't you enter it directly as numbers? It's actually easier for me, at least, to just enter the banks A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or I don't know, I forgot what letter it ended up, and then convert them, and then SPSS just like does this for me. I just find that to be actually simpler. And also, I like to have the original string variable in there because sometimes in SPSS, that's what it prefers to use. So it's actually good to have both. Just kind of a little helpful hint thing. So this is the data, and we have this. I'm not quite sure why this one didn't become scale. It really should be scale. Deposit should really be scale, so I'm going to fix that. So I have this data on the different banks and the number of branches, which seems really high, and then some type of metric on the deposits. And for whatever reason, these don't meet the assumption of a Pearson correlation coefficient. And so we're going to use a non-parametric Spearman for these. And yeah. And to do that, we're going to go under Analyze, and SPSS, of course, has its own section for correlations. Most software actually doesn't. Usually correlations are kind of buried as part of regression or descriptive stats. But SPSS treats correlations like a king, and it has its own section. This is, of course, a bivariate correlation because there's two variables. And then we click this. This is exactly what we would have done when we did Pearson correlations, except we're not going to do a Pearson correlation. We are going to do a Spearman. And it's just literally checked right in there. And all you have to do is check the two variables. Actually, to tell you the truth, I didn't have to do this bank transform thing. I just did it because, I don't know, I just felt like doing it. So to get the Spearman rank correlation, you just simply have to enter the variables and hit go. And we get this, which is our non-parametric correlations. And we get a correlation of 0.857, which is significant at the 0.01 level. It's also, if it's significant at 0.01, it's obviously significant at 0.05. And I believe this is going to match the slide value, which is 0.857. And in fact, it does. So very, very simple. The Spearman rank correlation. It's comparable to a Pearson correlation. The advantage is you can use it on ordinal data, which means that if you're just like ranking your data first, second, third without like any kind of metric, you could use like rank in class versus like rank on the football team, and you could do like a correlation of that. And that's something you could not do with Pearson. Okay.